So our devotional then goes on
Hmm.
and it references a few instances in the Bible where we see God do the impossible among so many. But just to name a few, he created the entire world. He split the sea and an
Hmm.
entire nation walked through it and then helped a kid kill a giant. So these are also inspiring and honestly can sometimes sound impossible on their own, especially through the context of our current culture. So, on the same idea that you even brought up of like, wait, God can do more than I imagine. I can imagine a lot of things. How do you take what you read in scripture and believe those things for your life today? Because they can seem impossible
Hmm.
and kind of story like.
Yeah.
How do you apply those things to if God did that then,
Hmm.
he can do more than what I'm imagining for today?
Yeah. Well, for me, it starts with the basic conviction that those are not allegories, they're not fables, they're actual historical accounts of things that truly happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so the historicity of the scripture,
What
and
a word.
isn't that just a delicious
What a
word? Yeah, I
word.
love that.
It sounds made up.
It does, but it's a real word.
It's so good.
Anyway, but the actual historical authenticity of those facts and events are a gift to us because it helps us remember that God's not just trying to give us this whimsical kind of uh, fairy tale idea of life,
Mm-hmm.
but he's saying, no, I actually did this with that person in that moment, and then I did this with that person in that moment, and they faced an impossible situation, and then I did this through them.
Mm.
And so once I have drawn the conclusion based on that conviction that that is real, then for me the extension is, okay, then God, that's how you work. You supersede people's expectations,
Mm-hmm.
and in some case you supersede the laws of nature itself.
Right.
It's because you're extra. You're within and beyond what you've created.
Mm.
And so sometimes for me, it starts with going back to that fact. Do I really believe this?
Mm.
And then I go, yes. And here's why. And then I go through
Mm-hmm.
that process again.